Star Wars Beggar's Canyon is a 7-minute short film done entirely with AI. Listen, I know AI is a touchy subject, but I saw this and felt a little better. Not because it's bad, but because it's good. It's very, very good. So let's talk about AI and the future of filmmaking. Hey, I'm Mike. I studied film. I work in TV. And if you love movies as much as I do, hit that subscribe button and get notified when new content's posted. I'll put a link to Star Wars Beggar's Canyon in the description because you really have to see this. It's non-canon and it's fan fiction, but it's still really, really good. It's a little over 7 minutes and follows Luke Skywalker on an adventure to secure a kyber crystal, the crystals used to power lightsabers. It takes place just after Empire Strikes Back, but before Return of the Jedi, a lost period of Luke's story, if you ask me. When Empire Strikes Back ends, he's lost his hand, just discovered that Vader's his dad, and he's convalescing in a space hospital. By Return of the Jedi, though, he's a wizened old sage, a Jedi master. It's like, what happened? A lot of story was skipped over, in my opinion, between those two movies. But I digress. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I voiced my concerns about AI taking over filmmaking. As far as I can see, there are two major complaints about AI filmmaking. The first and biggest concern is that it's putting talented, creative professionals out of business. Visual effects artists for sure, but also actors, camera people, makeup artists, set designers, all with one click of a button. The craftspeople are being put out of business fast, and that's a lot of jobs. I don't know how many people would have touched this project if it were shot traditionally and sent to a visual effects pipeline. A couple hundred, maybe? The second concern people have with AI is that AI is cold and soulless. It's cold and soulless because there are less people involved in its creation, less people making the hundreds and thousands of micro decisions that are made on any given film set. A director might come up with a shot list and a plan, but the actors are interpreting the dialogue, the costume people, the director of photography, the set designers are all bringing things to the project that are enhancing the director's vision. Film is a collection of micro decisions all serving the final project. Like I always say, film is about community, and that's why. That's why I think directors like James Cameron are so amazing. Not just because of the story and the vision they put on screen, but because they're able to lead a team of thousands in a singular project. They keep that train on the tracks. Now let me play devil's advocate for a second. There is a lot of filmmaking chops on display here in Beggar's Canyon. It is less cold and soulless than I would have expected. First thing I thought was the director of this short clearly knew his framing. Storyboarded this out, absolutely, and probably spent days, if not months, in trial and error, getting the shots exactly how they wanted it. I'm willing to bet this is not made by one person sitting in front of ChatGPT. If I had to guess, this is several people working together to craft stunning visuals. Beggar's Canyon is more than just prompt-tent. That's content created with the use of a prompt. Get it? Prompt-tent. Beggar's Canyon is story told through pictures. Here's where I have some bad news. If you went to film school to learn a trade, then you should probably be looking for other work. What I mean is, if you think filmmaking is like becoming an electrician or a plumber, then AI is coming for your job. But if you want to tell story, you just got a tool that will make that a whole lot easier. What we love about movies is story. A story told in pictures, 24 of them per second to be precise. The first class we took when I was at NYU, before they put cameras in our hands, was called The Language of Film. It was such a great class because it explained what different shots meant, what the filmmakers were trying to say through images. Why cutting to a close-up meant to say one thing, and while staying wide might say something else. Why letting a shot linger or jump cutting is that the filmmaker drawing our attention to something. It talked about juxtaposing two images next to one another to create meaning. This wasn't a film production class, this was a film theory class, and it was by far the most popular film class on campus. What I'm trying to say is the creators of Beggar's Canyon understood filmmaking in order to create this short. AI might have generated the shots, but the people who know filmmaking and how to tell a story describing in detail exactly what they wanted to see on screen made the video, and it looks amazing. Now, am I in favor of hundreds of craft people losing their job? No. But if those craftspeople put their talents into AI, then AI becomes a tool just like green screen or special effects. Beggar's Canyon gave me hope that if AI is used correctly by craftspeople who love film and filmmaking, then maybe AI can evolve from the slop that it is now into something thoughtful and beautiful. One more thing I want to talk about in regards to AI is the speed at which it's evolving. In 2023, we first saw this, frankly grotesque video of Will Smith eating spaghetti. And by 2025, it had evolved to this. Absolutely remarkable. As someone who's been in this business a long time, I have to say that AI is here to stay. And as much as I'd like to join in a revolution rebuking AI-generated content, if we as filmmakers don't jump on board even a little, we're going to be left behind. So let's start the conversation in the comments below, because I'm fairly certain you guys are going to have a lot to say about the future of AI-generated content and how it will affect Hollywood and storytelling. As I always say, film is about community. I'm Mike, and I love movies.